On today's episode of Watch Aero, we are back in the shop with a car you guys have wanted to see come back to the channel for a while now. My 2012 Mini Cooper S John Cooper Works. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Aero, and today, like I said, we have the Mini down off the lift, and Eric is about to do a demo of how you wreck a motorcycle. Please don't watch it. It will do it. It's already doing a burnout. It's always doing a burnout.
Better than the Harley.
Dude, the other day I took off and I just whacked the throttle out of here and I tore the floor. It was an accident. Anyway, back to the Mini Cooper. We've got this thing down off the lift for the first time in a very long time. And we've got the old Harbor Freight package jack over here. And we're gonna go ahead and drop the subframe out of this car. Now, if you guys remember when I bought this thing, we picked it up and the engine ran great, but whenever the engine's running, the transmission is sitting there puking fluid out. And it's not just the seals, the output on the transmission was destroyed once we got up in there and looked at it. So on this car, we are gonna swap transmissions. We've got a litany of them. There's one, and I think we also have a spare automatic somewhere. We have so many manual transmissions, and we're gonna grab one of those, stick it in here, they're all S's, and hopefully have this thing back on the road. I am very excited to drive this car. We've never driven it. We mostly bought it because if you get in trouble with one of these, we paid about $1,000 for it, and the JCW brakes are worth $1,000. So we're not gonna part this one out though. We are planning on fixing it. So with that said, let's get this thing torn apart. The front end is off, it's sitting right here. You can see the radiator, fan assembly, core support, it's all right there. So that unbolts as a unit. And today we have to do everything else to drop the subframe here. So we got to pull the suspension bolts. We're going to go ahead, you don't have to do this, but we're going to go ahead and pull the ECU out of here, pull all of this out of the way. We got to get the wheels off, we got to get the exhaust off, and basically just unbolt the motor mounts, and we should be just about clear. So steering shaft too, there's a little bit left. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but there's a little bit of work left. And this time, instead of pulling the battery cable that runs all the way down and all the way forward, all the way up to the alternator and to the starter and all that, we're gonna go ahead and pull the battery cable from here and send it with the engine this time. Instead of, it's a fight to get that lower one off there. So hopefully this is an easier solution. So with that said, to the time lapse, let's tear this thing down. Eric's on his first brake, but most of the car is torn apart. I gotta give him some credit. We got the brakes off, we got the wheels off, we got the exhaust off. Everything came apart in just that handful of minutes right there. So we have little tune-up things to do, like this line right here. We gotta pop that guy off. We're gonna go ahead and pull the rest of the electronics off of here to get us some room to pull the motor mounts. And we can set this guy aside. And then I have to go in the cabin right now and pull the steering column bolt out. So the steering column bolt is the main thing right now, and oh, it looks like I might have already done it. Oh no, it's in, okay. So if you guys can see right above that insulation, there's a bolt. It looked like I was looking at the swivel joint there, the little U joint, but I gotta pull that one bolt, and that'll let us drop the rack, and that will let us drop the entire subframe. Apparently we left this battery connected too. So it's dead, fully dead. Hopefully we can save it. It might not look like much has been done, but everything is now unhooked. At least we think so. We did go, Eric went ahead and pulled the battery cable out of here. I got the steering rack unhooked, all the electrical undone, clutch undone. I think we have every single thing unhooked and we're ready to pull this. You know, I say that, but there's one more thing we need to unhook, and that is this line right here. That's the last line on the whole car. And once that one's off, we can pull the engine mounts, get the engine, it's this bolt to that AC line, because that one's mounted to the frame. So Torx T25 looks right. And that's it. Obviously, Eric already pulled the shock tower mounts off. Most of the bolts have been out of this thing for like a year now. So we're ready to lift this up, and start dropping the subframe. And hopefully this goes well. If it does, we'll be well on our way to swapping transmissions, probably go ahead and change the clutch while we're in there and firing this thing right back up. I'm excited to hear it run again because it's been a year and a half or something like that this thing's been sitting on the lift. And we just made some real quick work of this. Eric did pull that front clip a very long time ago, and we did make a huge mess. There's coolant all over the ground too. So here in a minute, we'll put some more, whatever our dry things are called there, I forgot. I think we've got it, guys. All the bolts are out, and we are ready to try and lower this thing. So, here we go. It kind of already seems like we're missing something critical here. I don't know what it would be, but it just feels wrong. I don't know. Oh, that one shift cable's still hooked up.
Oh, you forgot that?
Well, I didn't forget it. I just couldn't get it off. I tried.
I blame it on you.
I tried, man.
Oh, you forgot that? Hey, let me see your other problem.
What's that?
I don't know, doesn't seem like you have one.
I don't see one either. Actually, I think we can probably move this down more. Well, everything's unhooked. How are we looking over here? Watching all night. Ooh. Ooh, I see. There's the problem.
What?
Glad we caught it. Watch out. The level sensor for the headlights is starting to stretch out. It's just zip tied on. I need
Clippers?
Here's some.
Got them.
Got him. Okay, let's see. Now, it's free.
Can you reach that shift cable?
I just can't move it. I've been trying. You pull these two tabs and then wiggle really hard. I think we need to push the engine back in.
Yeah. There you go. You loosened up a ton.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been a lot easier than we did. I didn't realize there was a quick disconnect from the back.
What are you doing?
Easy way.
3 seconds, okay, good.
Okay, now this shift cable, it's all you, Doug. It's, you gotta pry opposite carefully, otherwise you'll break the tabs, and then wiggle up hard.
Like this? I don't know what that is.
Yep, exactly. That one back, that one forward, and then wiggle. I knew you had it. I wiggled it for a while to loosen it up for you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I got it started, sure.
I definitely did all the work.
Good? Okay. As soon as I did it, you were like, I don't know what that means.
Okay, I trust it.
You had that bumper out in
Pretty
we
quick.
got the whole front end off in 20 minutes, so this was 2 hours.
Unfortunately, we're getting better at this. I don't want to be any better at minis.
I hope this is the last
But yeah, Johnny always, I've told you guys before that Johnny always says that it takes like an hour and a half to pull into these engines.
for him.
And it kind of seems like we just did it in an hour and a half.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. I don't know if we noticed this in the original videos about this, but both of the CVs have just been replaced. I think we might have mentioned it, but I thought just one of them had been swapped out. But you can see that one's brand new. And this is the side that is leaking like crazy, where I think the case is cracked. So we do have an exact 2012 transmission where everything matches right here. And tomorrow we're gonna swap the transmission. I know. It would be possible to get all this done, but the thing is, it really is a huge process. We figure it'll take 3+ hours, 4 hours to get everything back together and then start putting it back in the car. So it's not like it's an easy in and out, because you still have to get the CVs out of here, which does end up taking quite a while. We'll have to pop the sway bar links off and all that good stuff. So ton of work left to do, but at least the engine is out. That is, I mean, it makes me super happy just having this thing moving towards the finish line, and hopefully by the end of the week, moving. So with that said, we'll pick this back up in the next one when Eric has some time to get back over here too, so we can get back to work. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjaero.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. All right, guys, the post credits. I got a Vertigo finally. I know, I just posted about it. I made a post on the channel itself. But this is something I've always wanted ever since I started watching the competitions. And it's a air powered, basically. There's an air reservoir under this cap. You air it up to about 70 PSI, and then you can jump off of houses and stuff. These things will take 10-foot jumps all day long. It's a giant pneumatic cylinder. Pretty much, I mean, it is the king of pogo sticks. And I finally got one. This one is used. I didn't want to pay $500 for one. And then I think it's another like 100, 150 to ship the thing. They're crazy. But I got one, and we're gonna jump on it here for just a second. I'm getting used to it, but I already messed up my knee jumping on this. And it's also really crazy on old pogo sticks, you know? You like step up, and then you're immediately falling over. But this, when you step up, it feels like a solid base. But also it has no give until you put your whole weight into it, so. I know, everybody said I was gonna die. But it's literally the most fun pogo stick in the world. Unbelievable. It doesn't look like a lot of air, but you're already standing 18 inches off the ground. So your head's hitting like 10 foot, and it's actually really sketchy feeling. Woo! That's my daily workout from now on. All right, back to this tomorrow.